All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to be back again amongst all you guys. Fantastic. We've got another live stream lined up. The weekend is upon us as well, which is great news. I love. I used to work full time from home, as you guys would. Some of you guys probably would know that. I've recently left my previous job where I was working full time from home, and now I've joined a new company where it's not full time from home. It's 2 days from home and 3 days from the office. So today I went to the office, and yeah, you get tired. You get tired by the time you come home. So and you actually start appreciating the weekend a lot more, because previously, um, working from home full time, you didn't know what day was what, and you didn't know when was the weekend. Like, you just, because you're working from home, so you just didn't get that feeling. Now I feel Friday again, man. I'm starting to appreciate weekends a lot more. So I hope each and every one of you guys are looking forward to the weekend as well. Obviously, we've got a blockbuster match coming up against Manchester City. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about. This isn't a preview. It's more of a, I suppose, build up to this particular game. I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of fans within the, obviously within the Chelsea fan base. And of course, even in the Man City fan base, Man City fans are quite cocky about this particular match, much like the Spurs one. But in this case, it's a bit different. Manchester City, they've got absolutely every right to be cocky. They've got absolutely every right to feel that they can obviously get the victory, and in fact even dismantle us to a certain degree. But I see a lot of Chelsea fans thinking, nah, there's absolutely no chance. We've got zero chance for this particular match. Give us the L and we move on to the Newcastle fixture. And some of the fans, Chelsea fans, are absolutely given no chance, zero chance to Chelsea. And I'm like, do you know what? Football, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say that we're favorites. We're far from favorites in this particular match. We are absolutely outright underdogs for this particular match. It is a mismatch. It really is a mismatch when you look at where our club is at the moment and you look at where their club is at the moment. It is an absolute mismatch. But funniest things have happened in football. And do you know what? It's not like Manchester City are unbeatable. They've been beaten. Like, literally, a few weeks ago, they were beaten by Wolves. I think earlier on they were beaten by another team. So they can definitely be beaten. They've been beaten, I think, twice this season. So we want to talk about all of this, and I want to take up as many comments as I can from you guys in the live chat. How you feel about this particular fixture? Are you feeling, I could see KB saying expected L. Do you give Chelsea any chance at all whatsoever? What do you expect from this match? What would be unacceptable for you? What type of scoreline? If we get disrespected by Man City, how are you going to feel about that? Can you expect a win? All of that. We're going to talk about all of that. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Almost 100 already in the building, which is great to see such early in the stream. Fantastic to see that. And we will do a nice little promo for PYS, ladies and gentlemen. PYS, as you guys all know from Twitter, someone who is, because of all the news collation that he does, collecting all the news and presenting it on his platform. We all thank him. We all thank him for that service. I've got a little bit of a small little promo for PYS. He's got a online merchandise shop that he runs with another one of his partners. So we'll look into that very, very soon. But right now, let's talk about this particular discussion where I feel, honestly, big up to each and every one of you guys, first of all. Big up to Bill, big up to Nasser, big up to Patrick, Rain, Iman, we've got Eric, we've got Bismarck, we've got so many people. Big up to Mish. Good to see you, Mish, man. I know I'm always going to get some realistic comments from Mish, maybe sometimes a bit to the negative side, but it is what it is. Spartan, big up to you. Rain, big up to you. Matt Chose, big up to you as well. And so many more. Gregory Jones, Yash, Joey, Joshua, big up to each and every one of you guys. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on the title, as it says, beating Man City will ignite the project into a raging fire. Honestly, I feel, ladies and gentlemen, this particular match, we shouldn't. Some people are saying that, oh, it's a free hit. We really should not look at this as a free hit, ladies and gentlemen. We need to be very serious. This particular match, and I'm not trying to build any expectations, because once you start having expectations and it doesn't go your way, you're setting yourself up for misery. You're setting yourself up to be sad. I don't want to do that, but I want to also stress the importance of this particular match. Not only the fact that we need 3 points, fantastic, match that we played against Spurs. Well, not fantastic, as in the result was fantastic. I think, there's a lot of things that we can improve on. There are certain things that we did really good, and there are certain things that we didn't do that well against Spurs. But it is what it is. That's gone. But it was a fantastic result for us. It was a good result, 3 points. And just as like that, it is very, very important for us to get the 3 points against Man City. We need points. We are hungry for points. We are desperate. We are begging for points. So for us, there can't be any free hits in my opinion, honest opinion. There can't be any free hits at the moment. We don't have that luxury. We don't have the liberty to have free hits on any of these particular matches. And I feel Poch and the current team that we have, if we can conjure up a particular victory against Man City, this is going to be huge for the project. It is going to be, no one likes the word, that P word, project, or even process, patience, none of that. No one likes that. But in this particular context, I think we can somewhat relate to it. If we can somehow beat City, and I know this is a wild situation in the current form that we're in. But if somehow we get the victory, it is going to mean the world. I think it will really ignite the project into a raging fire. It really will. And thinking about it from that particular standpoint, Poch, he needs to drill it home to the players, and the players need to rise to the occasion that a victory in this particular match is going to go a long way. A long way. And I feel like that's the mindset that we need to go into. The team needs to go into. Not go into the match in a mindset where, you're already surrendering, not in a defeatist manner. We can't be doing that. If we are entering the field thinking we're going to lose this match against City, you best believe you will lose. You will lose. Manchester City, they are mentality monsters. As peak as it can get. These guys are unbelievable, right? They are so advanced in their situation at the moment with Pep Guardiola. God knows how long he's been there. I think 7 seasons, right? Or something like that. They are so advanced as a club. If we give them any feeling that we have already lost this before the match has even started, you best believe we have already lost this then. Our players need to attack this particular match like as if we have a chance. We have something, right? So, look, that's the mindset that I want to go to. Let's see what you guys are saying. JC in the house. Miss, did you see Mikel podcast? Yes, I didn't get to watch the entire episode, but I've seen clips here and there. He described fantastically that our forwards seem to be playing for themselves, meaning not for each other. In other words, chemistry is missing. Do you know what? Probably agree to a certain degree. Yeah, I think players like Nicholas Jackson and even Armando Broja, maybe even Sterling, Probably not Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer is the only one that kind of looks like he's always there for the team. Maybe that's a bit of mentality coming from Man City, that winning mentality that he already had. Players like Mudryk and many more. Maybe they are always auditioning for themselves. They want to impose themselves in the game. They want to make sure that they cement a position in the team. So this particular point is maybe somewhat correct. How do we change that mentality, JC? How do we get them to play for the team? Because I feel like if you start playing for the team, the individual performances will look after itself. But if you focus too much on the individual side of things, I think not only your individual performance could suffer, but consequently, you forget about the team. You forget about the team. So, that is something Poch needs to work on. Get them more focused as a team. I mean, John Obi Mikel, obviously, he's talking from afar, right? But if you'd seen the interview recently from Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, they look like they're really together. Enzo, Caicedo, they're really together, and they really believe that they can do something at Chelsea Football Club. They both of them really think that Chelsea one day is going to come back and be one of the best clubs in the world. Like Caicedo is going around thinking he's going to win everything possible at Chelsea Football Club. Same with Enzo Fernandez, and I tend to agree. That if we can get some form of consistency, if we can get from players a level of performance that we can be proud of almost every week, then I think we can do something. At the moment, what's happening is we get one good performance, then we get three bad ones. Then we maybe get one more good performance and another three bad ones. So that's something that we need to fix. And if once we sort that out, this team could be destined for something really, really big. Adnan, no team is unbeatable. Chelsea is a team of surprises. We can win. Palmer will be on a mission as well. We will have chances. We take the chances, we win. Of course. I think, look, this obviously is the most hardest matchup for us this season. Every single position, every player will have to play out of their skin. Every single player will have to be on the ball. There is zero room for error. You best believe if there is even a slight bit of error from any player, it is going to be punished. It is 100% going to be punished. So every single one of these players will have to be on the button, man, on the money. So let's see. And then we have to hope that Manchester City also, as Joshua has said, has a disaster class. Do you know what I mean? So we need a bit of both happening in this particular match coming up. Blues Empire Miz, the performance against Spurs made me lose confidence in the team. Man, I know some of you guys are feeling like that. I get it. I understand it. I'm not going to be one of those ones that's going to sit here and demean people that feel that way. You can feel the way you want to feel. Obviously, during the game, after the game, you're elated, you're excited about the 3 points. But the fact of the matter is, it wasn't a polished performance. With two men up, it wasn't a polished performance. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy we got the 3 points, but I think we can all agree a much well-coordinated team probably smacks Spurs 8-9-1 because to a certain level, and Postecoglou with that high line, there was probably a lot more goals there. And we missed a lot of chances as well. Haj is in the house. Good to see you, Haj. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Smash the like button as soon as you've come through. 145, nearly 150 of you guys are live. Would love to see close to 150 likes immediately if you're enjoying the conversation, enjoying the discussion, enjoying the interaction. Make sure you smash the like button. Let me know, how are you feeling about this fixture, about Man City? Can we beat them? Or do you think this is an expected loss? As I used to say last season, expected L. Do you give us a chance? Where could we hurt them? Or do you think it is absolutely going to be a demolition job from Man City on us? Let me know in the live chat. I want to bring up some of your comments. Hajj, all depends on how they've been developed prior to coming here. Example, Palmer, you can tell he's been schooled well, whereas Mudryk, Nico, Noni rely on their physicality, like pace too much, which equals immaturity. Bang on comment. Bang on comment. Yeah, you're right. It all comes down to the school of thoughts, right? The school that you come from. And I think we can all relate this scenario with real life situation as well. Generally kids that come from schools that have elite teachers, it's all about the teachers, mind you. You could have an elite school, but if you have a flop teacher, it all comes from a teacher. If you have an excellent teacher, you're gonna turn out to be a good student. Simple as that. If you have a teacher that is not up to the mark, you're not going to be up to the mark. Pep Guardiola is probably one of the best managers out there, one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. So you can see Cole Palmer coming from that ideology. You can already tell he looks the part. Do you know what I mean? He looks the part. He looks different from all of our players. Some may say, what about Sterling? Sterling comes from the Pep Guardiola school as well. Sterling, I guess, from a tactical point of view, he was never like that, was he? It was always an exciting player. Even under Pep Guardiola, he was always an exciting player. He was good under that particular system. But even, slowly enough, even Pep Guardiola started taking minutes away from Sterling as well. But look, I still rate Sterling. I rate Sterling. I know some of you guys don't, but I rate him. Josh, I fully believe we can make them frustrated if we defend well and they can't score, and we can catch them on the break, hopefully. Yeah, look, the way we need to play this game, every player, 1v1, every player needs to be on the game. If Reece James starts and Doku starts, Reece James needs to nullify Doku as much as he can. It's going to be difficult. Doku's pace, his trickery, his dribbling ability. I hope Reece James really is up to the challenge. It's not been that long since Reece James has come back. Obviously, our defenders against their attackers, they could possibly play with Haaland and Alvarez or whoever else, doesn't really matter. It could be Bernardo Silva. It could be Jack Grealish, whoever. Our defenders need to be on the game. If Desassi, for instance, in recent times we've seen Axel Desassi, lapse of concentration here and there. We've been lucky. We've not been hurt by it. But you best believe a lapse of concentration against Manchester City, you will be hurt. You will be hurt. So we need to make sure the entire game we are so focused. Sanchez, our goalkeeper, I'm worried. Sanchez will be forced to make an error. I'm telling you right now. He needs to be focused. He needs to be absolutely on his game. Levi Colwill. If Levi Colwill plays on the left side as a left back, I'm concerned. Because for me, Levi Colwill, you could potentially get away with Levi Colwill playing as a left back against teams that want to sit deep. But against quality oppositions that want to come at us, I don't know, man. I don't know if Levi Colwill should be left back. And even if it's Cucurella, he needs to be on his game. He cannot be erratic. Do you know what I mean? He cannot be so chaotic with his ways that he used to be before. Obviously, recent times, Cucurella has been, but we know what Cucurella was doing prior to the recent form. In midfield, Enzo Fernandez, I've backed this brother a lot. Not that long ago, I said it's ridiculous. Some people are talking down on Enzo, but I have to admit, Enzo Fernandez in recent times has been a bit strange. If he's strange against Manchester City, you best believe we are dead. As soon as the midfield collapses, Man City will be all over us like a rash. That partnership between Enzo, Caicedo, Gallagher, that's got to work. Every player needs to work. If up front, Sterling cannot have these silly indecision moments in the final third. Joshua talking about us making Manchester City, frustrating them. Yeah, of course, we're going to have to. We're going to have to frustrate them. There is no other way. We're going to have to frustrate them. But you frustrate them and then you initiate a counter. And if Sterling is unable to find those passes, it's over. It's over. So everything has to go right. Nicholas Jackson, if he gets an opportunity, we're probably not going to get that many opportunities against Man City. I'm hoping we get quite a few. I'm hoping. I don't know. Maybe it might be an open game. But if we don't get enough opportunities against Manchester City, but we get the one odd, two or three opportunities, and it falls for Nicholas Jackson, he needs to bury it. He needs to bury it. We're not going to get plethora of chances where Nicholas Jackson can miss. We have to absolutely bury it. Pep groomed him and tried his best to cover up his issues, and when he got better players for his role, he was slowly getting sidelined. Not every player will be good student, even if they are coached. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can have a very good teacher, but you equally need a student that is keen to study. Of course. It goes both ways. But I do believe if you're a good teacher, you can turn bad students into good students. That's my belief. Dennington, if Poch uses a similar plan to Arsenal with Gallagher and Palmer pressing from the front, it will be a good game. We need serious intensity straight from the start. Of course, intensity, concentration, commitment, all of these things has to be from the start. Has to be. We play 10 to 15 minutes poorly. I'm telling you that 10 to 15 minutes could be the end of us in that particular match. That could be game over for us. We can't afford it. We simply cannot afford it one bit. Marviel, it's been a while, man. How you doing? It's been so busy to catch you live. There you go. You also commented the same thing. I remember, man. You used to be a regular. So busy to catch you live in a long time with my new job. Now I'm back to torment you. I love it. This is, you know what? See, this is why I like our community, man. This is why I like our community. I think this channel, honestly speaking, this channel is very different to many other channels. Very, very different. Do you know what I mean? Like we do a bit of banter, but it's more, it never crosses the line. We try and have serious conversations. We try and have a bit of joke, and we of course show a lot of emotions. There's no doubt about that. And we've got a lot of good people in the live chat that has opposing views, but they're always respectful. Always respectful. I go to other channels. I kid you not. I see so much disrespectful comments. I mean, it's fine if you want to disagree, but I see so much disrespectful comment. It's not even funny. So I really appreciate the community that we've built here. It's good to see. It's good to see each and every one of you guys. Honestly, it's awesome. Aya, long term, we can't trust Sterling. He's too frustrating to watch. And Cucurella, to be honest, timing and position defensively is terrible. He gives attackers too much space. Yeah, look, we have to tighten up. We definitely have to tighten up. I agree with that. Harrison, we need to make it physical for City. Cannot let Haaland bully our defenders, but equally need to be nimble and not let Doku and Silva twist and turn and our defenders. Do you know what? The couple of times, obviously, we played City. We played City quite a few times last season. There was a moment where we played them 3 times in such a short period. Haaland actually hasn't really affected us too much. I always get worried about KDB. Obviously, KDB is not there. I get worried about Mahrez. Mahrez is not there. I get worried about Gundogan. Gundogan's not there. So this will be a different City. Haaland didn't hurt us last season. Haaland needs service. But yeah, of course, Haaland is an issue. It's definitely an issue. Doku is the one that I'm very, very concerned about. Very concerned about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to more conversations, I just want to share with you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just share the screen. Let me bring this up. London's first, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just go down there. There you go. London's first. I'll share the link with you guys, and obviously I'll put it on description and also in the live chat. I'll just put it on the live chat. PYS online shop. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just pin that message. I'll also put it on the description if you guys want to buy some merchandise. There's actually some really, really brilliant things to purchase from here. This is called the London's first, the Pride of People. This is their online shop. If you buy anything up to about £70, or I think it's USD £90, and I think Canadian $110. Sorry, USD $90, Canadian $110. Then you do get shipping for free. Make sure you use this particular code, shipping365. There's a lot of lovely merchandise here, as you can see, hoodies. You can see some T-shirts, some really nice T-shirts. I actually have this one. I actually got this one. It's Didier Drogba, obviously from the Champions League, straight out of Cobham. It's a Chelsea thing. There's some fine, fine shirts here. I'm not even going to lie. You guys will like it. Absolutely will enjoy it. And, if you want to present to someone a gift, obviously Christmas is just around the corner. If you want to give someone some gifts, or, if their birthday's around the corner, whatever the case is, you can do that. Check out some of the hoodies as well. Some fine hoodies. This one's a really nice one. Check this out, man. That's nice. We see things they'll never see. That is sensational. That might be actually nice and white. That looks actually quite nice. So yeah, you got some hoodies, some canvases as well. Check this out, man. Is that Nkunku? That's lovely. That's lovely stuff. Some phone cases as well, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to indulge yourself or someone close to you with some phone cases, do that. Whoa! Look at this. Pochettino. What a pose. What a pose from the Pochettino. I don't think that was during Chelsea. That's probably a Spurs moment. So I'm not sure how much you guys might like that. But that's a lovely pose, man. That's fantastic. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, take your time. Check out the website. If you want to buy something, do that as well. And I'll leave as I said, the link to the website is pinned, and I will also put it on the description. Get yourself something, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's continue with the live chat. Bobby Smokey signals City is very dangerous, but I pray somehow Chelsea managed to win. Yeah, we're all going to be praying. We are all going to be praying. Don't you worry, Bobby Smokey signals. Haaland has not scored two teams in the Prem, Chelsea and Liverpool. There you go. I knew I wasn't hallucinating about that. I had a feeling that he's not done well against us. Alvarez definitely scoring. Alvarez is going to be one to look out for, man. This particular kid, he's damn good, man. Alvarez, he's Aguero-esque. I don't know how the City scouts, and I'm hoping, Chelsea scouts. I think Chelsea scouts, they're gonna start doing some madness as well. Like the level of youngsters that we are getting linked with. Like, for instance, that Copenhagen brother, that kid the other day against Manchester United, Rooney, whatever his last name is. Quite ironic, Rooney against Man United. But we got linked with that particular youngster literally like a couple of weeks ago, and I was laughing. It was off the back of, it was after losing to Brentford. We got linked to that youngster, that Copenhagen youngster. So look, our scouts, I've got faith that they know where to look for, who to look for. It's a matter of who we bring in. But Manchester City, they've done a madness with Alvarez, man. They're struck gold. Like, this kid is going to be a long-term Manchester United player, unless he ends up going to Barcelona. You can picture someone like Alvarez one day going to Barcelona. You can definitely picture that. But yeah, he's going to be an issue. He's going to be an issue, and I hope we're ready for him. Gregory, at this time, only Palmer would be in my front line next season. Sterling, too inconsistent. Jackson, too fragile. Mudryk, too weak mentally. If anything, Mudryk, I think mentally he's very strong. I don't think mentally is the issue with Mudryk. I think with Mudryk is more, I think it's probably the fitness, because he seems to get himself injured here and there, tiny little bits of injuries, and that seems funny, because you'd think with all the level of hard work that he does, he should be far more available, but it looks like generally he's not. Mentally, I don't think that's an issue. I think mentally he's quite strong. It's a matter of, I guess you can say, consistency can come down to mentality as well. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of both. Maybe it's mentality. Maybe it's a bit of injury. But I think there's definitely a good player in him. Mudryk is someone that we have to invest time. We need to invest time. This kid, if he gets it right, yeah, KB is right. Mudryk's problem is IQ. Yeah. But sometimes he blows my mind as well. There's been a lot of times where his IQ has failed, of course, but there are times where he has blown my mind too. Haj, so do you think our squad building in regard to low blocks has been poor on paper? This attack is built for transition. Only Palmer can play in tight spaces. I would have liked different wingers' profile. Yeah, look, maybe our squad building. Look, it's a difficult question, because Nkunku is someone that would help us open up low blocks. So, from that perspective, was the squad building that bad? Maybe not. But the fact that Nkunku has been injured for so long, it kind of makes it look like the squad building wasn't that good. I think Nkunku's 100% quite capable of opening up low blocks, but we need more of that kind of player. We need players that are capable of splitting the defense open. Do you know what I mean? So Cole Palmer definitely has an eye for it. We need more like Nkunku, Cole Palmer, that type of players that are going to be able to open up opposition defenses. I know some of you guys might not like this. I did mention about Jadon Sancho recently. I know you're going to hate this, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate right now in the comment section. I would prefer Jadon Sancho as a number 10, not as a winger. I don't think Jadon Sancho is pacey enough to be a winger in the Premier League. But I feel like Jadon Sancho has the ability to play good passes. I can't forget Jadon Sancho at Dortmund. I know he's now abolished. He's nowhere to be seen in Man United. It's finished. His Man United career is over. But I feel like he can be rejuvenated. I honestly feel like he can be rejuvenated. I can't seem to forget what level of a player Jadon Sancho was at Dortmund. But yeah, Mish, maybe you're right. Sancho has a mentality and attitude problem. Maybe that's the thing. But could we perhaps fix that? I don't know. Yeah, Joshua, I'm talking about a loan. I'm not talking about a purchase. I'm talking about a loan where Man United pays the bulk of his fees. Man United has to pay the bulk of his fees. Potentially 90% of the fee. Maybe I might entertain that. I think that might be something. Don't be surprised, Don't be surprised in this January window, Chelsea give Sancho a lifeline. Don't be surprised. I just have this inkling he might play for Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? He might. He cannot execute his responsibility as winger. He cannot cross, and task is too hard for him. And where he is at this time, his best goal came through the center. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've definitely enjoyed it. Make sure you guys smash the like button. That would be sensational. We'll take one last comment here. Meanwhile, pump those likes up to well over 150. We've got nearly 200 people live right now. So pump those likes up. Make sure you guys subscribe. That would be sensational. And we'll be back again later tonight. Late night sessions. If you guys are up, Jonathan will be here. Sadiq will be here. We'll be doing a late night session, podcast style, live. We'll take as many comments as we can. And we're going to talk about football, latest news, this, that, the other. You guys are going to enjoy it. So do look out for that tonight, UK time, 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. UK time. That will be number 2, second live stream of the day. Now, last comment, JC Miz. Have you read about Mbappe rumors? There is info going around that since Real have shelved plans to sign him, 4 Premier League clubs are trying to get his signature in January. CFC is one of them. That would be mad. That would actually be mad if we look. I think Mbappe, wow, it will be a sensational signing. But I think Mbappe is going to act like he's bigger than the club. Let me tell you this much. Mbappe, you can already see. He runs PSG, Mbappe. Mbappe runs. Look, I can't see him leave PSG. I really cannot. Mbappe got all his mates to come to PSG. For him to leave PSG, I don't think so. He got Randall Colomwani. He got Osman Dembele. Now he's got that 17-year-old brother, Zaire Emery, or whoever his name is, in the middle. Another French kid, I believe. And there are other French players in that team. He ain't leaving. He's creating a fully French to the core PSG team. He's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. But if he was, I think the ego, the attitude might be a bit too hard for us to handle. Of course, he'll be an unbelievable player. Will he join Chelsea if we're not in the Champions League? Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. Absolutely don't kid yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and see you.